Okay, today I'm going to talk about the difference between Dawn detergent and Sunlight detergent. And I've got a little experiment going here. If you'd like to know which is better for your RV unit, stay tuned and have a watch. Hi everyone. Something that really kind of piqued my curiosity here just this morning, and I thought I'm going to do my own little experiment about Sunlight detergent versus Dawn detergent. You know, there's a lot of people out there in the RV community that use the, I think it's called Geo Method for cleaning their holding tanks, and everybody talks about the Dawn detergent. Well, here in Canada, we have another product called Sunlight detergent, and as Brian informed me, the Sunlight detergent is actually used by the hardworking oilmen in the oil fields. They use it to clean out oil out of holding tanks and clean floors and like anything that's super greasy where they need to get the grease out of there. You know, they work hard, they don't have a lot of time to just monkey around with a product that may be weaker. So, you know, we've all seen the commercials with the cute little baby duckling covered in oil being cleaned by Dawn detergent. Well, Sunlight, yeah, oilmen out there using the product, cleaning. So I wanted to show the experiment to you and how I did it and came up with my own evaluation. So I'm going to fill these little bowls with some water and a few drops of oil. Then I'm going to fill these, put the dish soap in and fill with water so that you can see the suds. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to fill these with water first. Okay, now I'm going to just put a drop into the bowl here. I'm going to do the same with the Dawn. Okay, and what I want to do here is just kind of get the suds going so that you can see the suds of each. Okay, so that's the Sunlight. Whoops, just about had an accident there. And there's the Dawn. So you can see they pretty much suds up about the same there. I really can't tell any difference between them. Now I'm going to put in some oil. I've got olive oil here. Yeah, just put in a little bit more. Kind of give that a minute, and then the oil kind of all clumps together. So just kind of give that a minute there to pull together. I don't know if you can see that. Let me grab a piece of paper I'm going to put underneath each one. Can't use that one. I'll put these pads under there. It may be a little bit darker and easier to see. I don't know, hopefully. If not, we'll just zoom in on them a little bit closer. So now I'm going to take the Sunlight, and can you see the oil in there? Pretty much, somewhat. Let's just put in a little more oil. Yeah, I don't think it really matters how much oil is put in there. Yep, there it goes. It kind of clumps together pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to take just a little bit of detergent on the toothpick. This was done, I remember, in the early days of Dawn. doing their commercials, and I was like, yeah, they one drop of Dawn and it spreads all the grease. Okay, so there's the sunlight on there, and watch, this is so cool. Bingo! Isn't that neat? Okay, now I will do the same with the Dawn. Here's a Dawn, and yay! Look at that, pretty cool. Now here's to me where it kind of changed a little bit. Yeah, I can see if I can get this to reproduce. I found this rather interesting. With the Dawn, I'm going to put it in there again, do a second one on it, and really doesn't do all that much. Okay, but when I did the sunlight, okay, yeah, kind of the same, but you can see it moving a little bit more. And there it goes. But, so if I were to do them both, when I did this experiment earlier, you know, the detergent had time to kind of re-clump in the center there, and the sunlight split apart a second time, and the Dawn didn't. Anyway, so they both perform the same as far as dispersing the oil. They both have equal sudsing. I did my dishes this morning with the sunlight, and as far as that goes, I think they worked both the same. Now, so what's the difference between the two? Well, this one's made in Canada, and you see on the label it says Sun Products Canada. You read here on the label and it says imported. So this one comes right from Canada. The other thing that it says on its label, it's got environmental information, and it says it's a biodegradable formula. And I looked it up, and it's got like about, I think it was 5 ingredients. And this one just says here that it contains no phosphates. And I looked it up, and there's a list of probably about 8 ingredients in the Dawn versus the 5 ingredients in the sunlight. Now, many years ago when I came to Canada, I was introduced to the sunlight detergent, and I knew it was a great detergent back then, but you know, as I became familiar with shopping at the grocery stores, I went back to the products that I knew and was familiar with growing up. But when we decided to change to the Geo Method for cleaning out our holding tanks, and everybody talked about Dawn, and I thought, well, is there a specific product made in Canada that would work just as well? And Brian said, hey, you know, here's what happens out in the oil field, and this is what they use, and they've been using this for years. And I thought, well, I'm going to go with this one, because it's Canadian made, and it works exactly the same. Price-wise, I don't think there's a whole lot of difference between the two of them, but why not buy local, you know? Buy local, buy Canadian. So thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button, and you know, hit the like as well, and hope to see you again. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.